Ever notice how a fizzy beverage can spark more emotional debate than most political arguments? We're not talking about wine or craft beer, we're talking about carbonated sugar water that somehow commands cult-like devotion across every demographic on Earth. Imagine you're standing in a convenience store at 2 in the morning, fluorescent lights buzzing overhead, faced with an entire refrigerated wall of colored liquids. Which bottle do you reach for? And more importantly, why does that choice feel like it says something about who you are as a person? How does a drink invented as a headache remedy in the 1880s become the liquid identity marker for billions of people? The answer isn't just about taste, it's about engineering desire at a molecular level while convincing you it was your idea all along. Here's what most people don't realize. Every aspect of that soda experience, from the specific pressure of carbonation to the exact temperature it's served at, has been calculated by food scientists with the precision of a military operation. The crack of the can opening, the fizz hitting your tongue, even the way condensation forms on the bottle, none of it is accidental. Picture the 1950s housewife reaching for a cola to serve with dinner, convinced it's the modern, sophisticated choice. Fast forward 70 years, and you've got Instagram influencers doing the exact same thing, just with different packaging and hashtags. The script changes, but the performance remains oddly identical. What's fascinating is how soda companies convinced entire generations that their product wasn't just a beverage, but a lifestyle statement. Drinking one brand versus another somehow became a personality quiz, a political statement, a generational divide, all for what amounts to flavored corn syrup and bubbles. The mechanics behind this obsession run deeper than advertising, though that's certainly part of it. There's the carefully calibrated sugar-to-acid ratio that hits your brain's reward centers like a slot machine jackpot. There's the caffeine dependency disguised as refreshment, keeping you coming back multiple times a day without ever questioning why you need it. Then there's the social engineering aspect that rarely gets discussed. Soda became the universal currency of celebration, comfort, and rebellion all at once. Birthday parties, movie theaters, late-night study sessions, road trips, every significant memory you have probably features a carbonated beverage as an uncredited supporting actor. Cue the montage of every fast food commercial you've ever seen, where impossibly attractive people laugh over burgers while their sodas glisten with Photoshopped perfection. What you don't see is the months of focus group testing to determine exactly which shade of caramel coloring triggers maximum thirst response. Before you know it, you're part of a global phenomenon where humans collectively consume over 200 billion liters of soda annually. That's enough to fill 80,000 Olympic swimming pools every single year, and we're not slowing down despite knowing exactly what's in these drinks. Some nutritionists call it public health crisis number 1. Others argue it's personal freedom and market choice at its finest. The debate rages on while soda sales continue their strange dance of decline in some markets and explosive growth in others, always finding new territory to colonize. Here's the plot twist nobody saw coming. As health consciousness rises and sugar taxes multiply, the industry simply pivots. Zero sugar, natural sweeteners, functional beverages. With added vitamins, the formula evolves, but the fundamental obsession remains unchanged. We still want that fizz, that flavor, that ritual, just with a cleaner conscience attached. Watch how quickly a new soda flavor drops and entire online communities form to hunt it down, review it, and debate its merits with the seriousness of wine connoisseurs. Limited edition releases sell out in hours, not because they taste radically different, but because scarcity creates the illusion of value. The adaptation strategy is brilliant in its simplicity. When people say they want healthier options, rebrand the same carbonated experience with plant-based this or probiotic that. When they resist traditional advertising, partner with influencers who make consumption look authentic and aspirational rather than corporate and calculated. Meanwhile, developing nations are experiencing their own soda boom, repeating the exact patterns Western countries went through decades ago. The playbook hasn't changed, just the geography and the languages spoken in the commercials. Despite decades of health warnings, sugar content labels, and documentaries exposing industry practices, the odd persistence continues. Walk into any restaurant and the default beverage is still soda, presented as the normal choice while water feels like the alternative. That's some impressive cultural programming right there. You'd think knowing that a single can contains enough sugar to exceed your daily recommended intake would matter more, but here we are. The knowledge exists, freely available, yet the obsession only morphs rather than diminishes. It's like watching someone solve a puzzle by changing the shape of the pieces instead of the picture. The real kicker? Many people now feel more passionate about their favorite soda brand than they do about most social or political issues. They'll defend their choice in the comments section with the fervor of a religious convert, all over a beverage formula that's literally just a trade secret combination of water, sweetener, and chemicals. That's the paradox of soda obsession in 2025. We're simultaneously more informed about its effects and more creatively devoted to consuming it than ever before. But just wait, the next generation of beverages is already being engineered in labs somewhere, ready to trigger the same obsessive behaviors with an entirely new spin. The formula keeps changing, but our thirst for manufactured refreshment apparently never will.